welcome to Balanced Movement with the Senior Friendship Center. I'm April, and I'm going to be doing a condensed version of the class you normally take with Jeannie at the Senior Friendship Center in Sarasota. The things you're going to need for this class: a sturdy chair, a couple of hand weights. If you don't have hand weights, you can always use 2 water bottles filled with water. Now, let's begin. Please stand up behind your chair, and we're going to check our posture. Remember, you want to pretend that you have a string going through the top of your head all the way down through your spine. And you're going to make sure that that's all in alignment. Your head should be above your shoulders above your hips, and your hips above your knees, and so on down to your feet. Spread your feet about shoulder width apart. Stand behind the chair and use it as a guide if you need it. You can put your hands on it or just one finger. That's up to you. Now let's start with a salutation stretch. Stretch your arms up all the way to the sky, as high as you can. And then when you're reaching to the sky, stretch apart your body so that your spine comes apart and reach a little bit higher. And bring those arms back down. Good. Let's do one more. Inhale up. And exhale all the way down. Great. Now take your right arm up to the side of your head. Straighten your elbow, pointing your fingers to the sky. Be sure to bring your arm as far back as your ear, if you're able to. Now, with that motion, you're going to turn to the side and just do a side bend. Stretching out the side muscles. And then back up, and the arm comes all the way down. And let's do the same thing with the left side. Arm comes up, straighten your elbow, bring your arm back to your ear, and bend over. And all the way up, and the arm comes down to the side. Good. Now I want you to shift your weight over to your left hip. That allows your right foot to have a little mobility. When you do this, lift your right heel, leaving your toe on the ground, and lower the heel. And lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. Now, lift your entire foot off of the ground, just about an inch, enough to do an ankle roll. Rolling your ankle, around and around and around. Reverse direction. Good, bring it down. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Shift all your weight to the right hip, allowing your foot to be mobile on the left side. Your left heel comes off the ground and your toe remains touching. Now lower that heel and come up, and lower and up, and lower and up, and lower and up. Now lift that leg so that your foot comes off the floor, just enough so you can roll your ankle. Around and around and around, reverse direction. Great. Now get that foot back down on the floor and spread your weight out evenly amongst both feet. Now we're going to do our torso twist. So what you need to do is bring your arms up like this, checking your posture, making sure that your head is above your shoulders are back, you're straight, your spine is straight, and we're going to twist from the waist up. Our hips remain facing forward. And then back to center, and let's go to the other side. Twist, and back to center. Good, and the arms can come down. All right, the next set of exercises require us to sit in a chair. So go ahead around to the front of your chair, but do not sit down yet. Stand in front of your chair and feel the chair with the back of your legs. We're going to do a couple of exercises that strengthen some muscles in our legs. So first thing you're going to do is feel the back of your legs on the chair. Then I want you to lean your body forward and hinging at the hips so that your butt faces backwards. And then I want you to lower your buttocks just over the chair till hovering, and stay right there. Don't sit down. And come back up. And we're going to do that one more time. Start by leaning forward, hinge at the hips, sticking your buttocks out, and then lower to the chair, but don't sit. Just hover right here. Good. And back up. And we have one more of these. So lean forward, hinge at the hips, stick your buttocks out, and then lower to the chair, holding right here. Don't sit yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now sit all the way down into the chair. Good. Okay, we're going to do some leg stretches now. So the first thing is to lift your right leg straight in front of you. Now remember, your feet should be flat on the floor when you're sitting in a chair, and your spine does remain straight. If you're not able to get your feet flat on the floor, scoot yourself forward so that you can do that. Right leg comes up. Keep your right leg straight. Toes are facing the ceiling. Now pull those toes back and push that heel out. You should feel a really good stretch along the back of your calf and behind your knee. And bring that leg down. Let's do it one more time. On the right side, right leg comes up, toes face the ceiling. Now pull the toes back and push that heel out. Great, and bring it down. Let's do the left leg. Left leg comes up straight. Make sure your knee is straight. Toes are facing the ceiling. Pull those toes back, push the heel out. Feel that really good stretch. And lower it. We're going to do that one more time. Left leg comes up. Make sure your leg is straight. Toes face the ceiling. Pull those toes back, pushing that heel out. Great. Now we should feel pretty warmed up. Next thing, so go ahead and grab your hand weights. And when you're not using them, just rest them on your thighs like this. And let's breathe for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Great. Now we're going to do some arm lifts with our weights. Again, make sure your posture is correct. So your shoulders should be back over your hips. Your spine is straight. Your feet are flat on the floor. You're going to start by lifting those weights right up in front of you and then lowering them down. 2 and down. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 all the way down. Very good. Let's go to the side. We're going to do 5 side lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Remember to rest them on your thighs in between exercises. And let's take a moment to breathe. Great. All right, the next exercise we're going to do is the barbell. So we're going to take those weights up over our shoulders. And notice my posture. I'm going to turn my arms out so that my elbows are as high as my shoulders, and then my wrists are facing outward. And this is your starting point. So from here we go up and down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. And take it all the way down to your thighs. Remember to resist when you're going on the down motion. Next exercise we're going to do is called the newspaper. Bring your weights together like this, and you keep your arms close to your body. You're going to open those weights, keeping your arms and elbows close to your body, and close. 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Bring them back down to the thighs. Now we'll do our bicep curl. So turn your wrists upward. And remember, there are two ways you can do this. You can rest your elbows into your stomach area or your sides if you need a little extra help. But if you're feeling extra strong, bring those arms right out in front of you like this. And now we do our bicep curl, and we can do both arms together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the way down. Very good. The next exercise we're going to do is taking our weight up in our right hand to about chest-shoulder level. Remember to check your posture periodically to make sure your spine is straight and your shoulders are above your hips. Okay, from here, we're going to take this weight and we're going to cross our chest all the way over to the left side of our body and then bring it back to starting point. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. You can bring that weight down and now take your left weight in your left hand and you're going to hold that up to about chest shoulder height, and we're going to cross our body at chest height like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Now we can put those weights away. Remember, we talked about doing a condensed version. This is just a little bit of an exercise that you can do at home while we're not at the senior center. Next thing we're going to do is sit to stand. So this is where you need to get your body towards the edge of your chair, pulling your heels back to just under your thighs. When we sit to stand, we really need to work on making sure that our legs do all of the work. Try not to use your arms to push up. So we lean our body forward and we tilt our hips forward so that our buttocks is facing backwards. You can cross your arms in front of your chest or you can put your arms out for balance. It's whatever makes you comfortable. And at this point, on the count of 3, we're going to push all our weight into our heels. 1, 2, 3, push and stand up straight. Great job.